last week we talked about giving our top 5 dirt tracks that they're currently racing on in the country. We've given about the iconic races, which races are the best ones, and now we're talking about which are the best tracks to go to. So go ahead with your list, and from 5 to 1, what do you got? And I think I got probably 2 surprises that'll kind of shock you a little bit.
Okay. Well, number 5, I don't know if this track actually has a name, but it's the dirt track at the Chili Bowl. That's just one of those, you know, racetrack inside a building. That's a must see. That's just too cool. Number 4, this is probably lower than most people have put this track, but it's had some issues with management. But I got Williams Grove Speedway. Still an iconic track. I think management maybe is hurting Williams Grove a little tiny bit. It's just not the top seed that it used to be. At number 3, I have Eldora. Another Tony Stewart owns the track, puts on the biggest races of the year, huge draw. When you have your 50-50 is more than the winner gets for winning the race, you got something there. Number 2 might be a little bit of a surprise, but I have Port Royal Speedway. I've seen Port Royal come from, just a dump and people didn't want to come there to one of the nicest facilities in the country now. They have really done it the right way, and especially in just the setting where it's at. It's in the mountains of Pennsylvania, right in the middle of town. Houses along the backstretch. That's just a cool place to be. And then you get the fair and you get the good food, but that's a whole different story. And number 1, it's probably gonna be the same as yours. You got Knoxville Raceway.
Nope.
How do you argue with that one? They put the biggest race on the year, and people forget. They run a weekly series there as well, and it's always a good show. The track's always in great condition, and the whole deal. They definitely sprint car capital of the world is Knoxville, Iowa. That's for sure.
Wow, actually a completely different list. So here we go. Number 5. I never really knew about this track too much until last year. They kind of revamped it, and they've got basically a whole week of excitement now. And it's high purse and it's high stakes racing. They race, I believe it's 4 nights, as a similar format to the Knoxville Nationals, where you got to build points to get ready for the final race. I'm going Houston Speedway, the sponsor of David Gravel, of course, and just a fantastic racing last year. And that elevated the top 5 for me. I really like that track. Number 4, and this one is a pretty iconic one, and this that are actually racing there this weekend. Volusia, always great racing, especially this year. The racing was fantastic. I'm excited to see what Sunday, Monday bring. If it can stay up with how good racing it already has had for this year. But Volusia's my number 4. Number 3, home track for us, Williams Grove. Yes, he's kind of not deteriorated, but declined a little bit. But they're adding some needed renovations. You see the bridge getting replaced and everything like that. So maybe they're trending in the right direction again. Probably the best rivalry in motorsports between Beer Hill and Enfield. So Beer Hill sucks, Enfield sucks. Number 2, and this is where we're a little bit different. I got Knoxville as number 2, just the same reasons as you said. Sprint car capital of the world, National Sprint Car Hall of Fame. What else is there to say? And number 1, after experiencing this place, seeing it with the Truck Series race here, I've got Eldora number 1, and seeing what they did last year, bringing the $1 million race, and the Kings Royal is always fantastic, and the crowds, just in general, just such a great facility. And Tony Stewart's done it the right way and made that place so much better.
Yeah,